Fallout New Vegas has a very impressive number of potential player housing, depending on which factions they choose to align with and if they want to spend any caps, ranging from the Lucky 38 suite to various safe houses scattered across the wasteland. That's great and all, but what is the best non-official player house? If it has an unowned bed, storage containers that don't reset, and one or more crafting locations like workbenches, reloading benches, and campfires or hot plates, it is in the running. Also, any potential housing without an interior space, separated with a loading screen, won't be considered because of potential issues related to world objects clipping through the surfaces and getting lost. Starting with last place and working to first place, we have Vault 19, a vault filled with non-hostile powder gangers. While the lower levels have a bunch of enemies, the top levels do not, and they have dozens and dozens of beds one can choose from. There is a reloading bench and a workbench that can be used, and more than enough storage options. You can pick your favorite based on how close to the entrance it is or pure aesthetics. Downsides are sometimes a death claw can spawn fairly close to the entrance. You do have to get 2 access cards to have complete access to all the living quarters, although they aren't that hard to get a hold of, and there are no places to craft food. Oh, and you can potentially have a bunch of roommates unless you go full murder hobo and pile their bodies in one room. Not that I've ever done that. This one is a bit different from the others because it's Goodsprings. Yes, essentially the entire town, which is kind of cheating, but hear me out. It is a nearly enemy-free zone, and there is a workbench and reloading bench that can be used near the general store. There is one unowned bed in a trailer, also not too far from the store, and when it comes to storage and other extras, there are several locations that can work. Doc Mitchell's house is one such spot, as is Easy Pete's home, which has a bed that can be used, and Easy Pete generally won't be at home. The gas station can also be a decent option, as long as Ringo, the man on the run from the powder gangers, is no longer living there, with a usable bed as well. A bit more out of the way is Victor's shack, which has a bed, and once one reaches New Vegas, Victor will no longer be there, leaving just a blank Securitron. With many housing options, Goodsprings is only hurt by not having everything in a central location. Prospector's Den was once a gathering place for prospectors before jackals showed up and killed everyone. This location is fast travelable and quick to get into, but there is the huge caveat that it is filled with jackals that you will need to kill before you can use it. With plenty of beds and a reloading bench, there is also a campfire that will let you craft food and medicine, although it's outside of the entrance, and it notably has no workbench. After all the jackals are dead, prospectors will populate this cave, and although they won't interact more than just saying basic lines, killing them and looting them can provide for continuous loot right here in your home.